Today, we are diving into the latest leaks and rumors surrounding the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So let's dive into the world of Apple's next flagship. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is likely arriving later this fall, which means we're about half a year away from its official release. While it's early for confirmation, September 2024 seems like a reasonable prediction based on Apple's typical launch schedule. As for the price tag, it's anyone's guess at this point. The iPhone 15 Pro Max saw a price hike, but hopefully, Apple will hold the line this year. Our best guess for the starting price of the 256 gigabytes model is $1,199. With each iteration, Apple aims to push the boundaries of innovation while maintaining accessibility for consumers. The iPhone 16 Pro Max might be getting a size upgrade. Rumors suggest a jump from 6.7 inches to a hopping 6.9 inches, making it the biggest iPhone ever and slightly larger than its Samsung counterpart, the Galaxy S24 Ultra. This screen size increase could be accompanied by a larger battery as well. Speaking of displays, early leaks hint at a more power-efficient OLED panel thanks to a switch in materials. We might also see slimmer bezels for an even more immersive viewing experience. However, there's some uncertainty about the complete removal of the notch as Apple's display suppliers seem to be facing challenges. There's also a possibility that Apple might introduce a new button alongside the existing Action button. This capture button is rumored to be designed for quick photo and video capture, potentially with a built-in focus function. Early renders showcased a sleek and sophisticated aesthetic, hinting at a device that seamlessly blends form and function. And let's not forget the thinner MagSafe ring, promising improved wireless charging without compromising on style. Under the hood, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is expected to boast the powerful A18 Pro chip, with other iPhone 16 models likely sporting different A18 variants. This new chip could offer a significant boost in on-device AI performance thanks to a larger die area accommodating more processing power. However, reports suggest that Apple might still rely on cloud processing for some AI tasks, powered by M2 Ultra chip-equipped servers. While the specifics of the A18 Pro remain under wraps, leaks suggest it might be manufactured using a more cost-effective and higher-yielding process compared to the A17 Pro. This could translate to better performance but potentially lower efficiency. With rumors of up to 2 TB of storage and support for Wi-Fi 7, Apple is leaving no stone unturned in its quest to deliver a next-generation mobile experience. And while the inclusion of a home-made 5G modem may have to wait until 2025, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is poised to set a new standard for connectivity. In the realm of battery life, whispers suggest that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will boast significant improvements over its predecessors. With enhancements in heat dispersion and battery size, users can expect extended usage times and reduced downtime. Whether you're streaming your favorite content or tackling productivity tasks on the go, rest assured that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will keep pace with your lifestyle. The camera department is always a highlight for iPhone users, and the 16 Pro Max is no exception. Leaks suggest a powerful telephoto lens with a 300mm focal length, more than double the iPhone 15 Pro Max offering. We would also see a slightly larger main sensor for improved low-light performance. There's a possibility of both Pro models getting a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera, a significant upgrade from the current 12-megapixel sensor. While the selfie camera might not see a bump this year, Apple is reportedly working on a new lens coating material to combat lens flare and other image artifacts caused by bright light. Like other iPhone 16 models, the Pro Max is expected to run on the upcoming iOS 18, with a focus on artificial overview of everything we know so far about the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, we don't clearly expect any other major changes. We're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to a 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.